Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Akim who are tuning to these videos. In this video, I wanted to speak about how Esau Edom, as is spoken about in Job 9:24. Get that precept real quick. That Esau Edom is in the ruler seat right now, and as it says here in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So Esau Edom is in charge of the world right now, and he's pushing nothing but blasphemy. Here it is. He's proclaiming to be a certain people over there in the land, yet he casts the instructions aside, and he's the main reason why all this profanity and blasphemy is pushed out in the forefront. And I'm not going to get into too details about these particular people who be wearing small hats, and also what's currently happening in the state of the world affairs in the news in that land right now. But ultimately, it's just going to show that in these last days that Esau is being revealed, because the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and while he's in charge right now, like it says in Jeremiah 51. This is in Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And so that's what this devil is pushing out, straight up blasphemy. And you look you look far enough into all these things, you're gonna see that it's always these devils that are proliferating and pushing that vibration of blasphemy. And this precept here is in Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, 10 verse 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So Esau Edom, in this short time span of rulership, has pushed all this blasphemy. Now all the people are conditioned in this blasphemy. They are pretty much drinking of that wine of Babylon, the wine of fornication that's spoken about here in Jeremiah 51. And one of the main things that's being affected is this actual earth that we live in. Here it is, the oysters were created to filter. The oysters were created to filter the ocean. You got people eating these things. This is just one thing off the top of my head that this devil is blaspheming against the Heavenly Father. And so now you got news articles going into that these people are actually going to start putting the oysters back into the ocean when they shouldn't have ever been taken out of the ocean to be used for food. But as Esau is pretty much profane and he casts the instruction behind him, he's going to do the exact opposite of what the scriptures require you to do. So this world is being polluted because of his rulership. And all the people that are living down here are pretty much anti-Hamashiachs. They just follow after their own vain lust, just as Esau Edom was when he sold his birthright. But I'm going to read this precept in Psalms 50, verse 17. It says, seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my word behind thee, when thou sawest the thief. I want to start at verse 16. It says, but unto the wicked, speaking about Esau Edom, says Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee? So that's why you're seeing all this blasphemy being pushed down the forefront. Because right now, as it says in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And as the ruler is, so are the people. And that's why the earth is in mourning. And it's you can see like everywhere around us that this earth and all the creatures therein can't take a break, because this devil is pushing that blasphemy, that rigorous rule of profanity, pretty much just turning the things upside down. I'm going to get that in Isaiah 29 and 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Because everything that this devil has done down here as in his small time of rulership is turn right upside down and upside down right side up. He's pretty much just flipped everything. And then continuing on, it says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. And Esau Edom, because he's over there proclaiming to be a certain group of people in that land, he knows better. Yet he's not going to practice these law, statutes, commandments. He's going to see these instructions, hate them, and cast them behind him. It's not in his spirit to do righteousness. And so I'm going to read this here in Isaiah 24, verse 4, and it reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. So this is one of the main reasons why everything is upside down, because Esau Edom is in charge of the world right now, and what he says goes. And as the ruler is, so are the people. And these laws were given unto Moses, and the nation of Israel when we left out of Egypt, on how to conduct ourselves, how to live in accordance with nature, pretty much, because these laws lead to life, and everything this devil does leads to death. And so that's one of the main reasons why this earth is fading, because the laws are literally being transgressed. Like just one thing off the top of my head, the fact that the oysters should be in the ocean in the bays that they're at, and instead of being on like a dinner plate. So I'm going to read verse 5 again. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. And this devil is going to stop at nothing until pretty much there's no flesh to be saved. As Yahushua said in the book of Matthew 24, I'm going to start at verse 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no ever shall be. And this is really going into these last days. And we're seeing that, we literally need to be delivered out of this situation, the predicament that we find ourselves in. And verse 22, it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So it's really of the elect's sake that all this time is being moved faster. Because if it was up to Esau Edom, there wouldn't be any flesh to save when Yahushua returns. This earth would literally be destroyed and decayed. The oxygen would be unbreathable. The land wouldn't be able to produce any fruits or trees, because all this devil does is transgress the laws. I'm going to read this here in Revelation 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets. The times are moving quick for the elect's sake, and they're doing this for a reward. We're doing this for an uncorruptible crown, because we're heralding, Yahushua's return, because we see the predicament that we find ourselves in, and the current state of the world, because all of these laws are being transgressed, and only the servants, the prophets, the hopeful elect, are going to stand up and actually proclaim these things. And through the words as how we're breaking these strongholds. And so I'm going to read here again. It says, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So this is going into how, that the people that are destroying the earth right now. There's this specific group of people who are, polluting the lands and transgressing the laws. That those people are going to be destroyed because of what they're doing to this earth. And so I'm going to read this here in Isaiah 14 and 5. It says, the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, hath broken the staff of the wicked. Because these are prophecies that we're looking forward to. Because right now we're seeing that, what was spoken about in Matthew 24. that except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. And we're seeing that. We could see all the situations that are taking place in the news. It's always going into how all the all this devil is doing is polluting the land and changing the ordinances. But there's going to come a time when Yahushua returns that this prophecy in Revelation 11 and 18 is going to be fulfilled. That those that are destroying the earth are going to be destroyed. But I'm going to read this here in Isaiah 14 and 5 again. It says, "The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth." Because when that time comes, when the elect are going to be crowned kings, and they're going to be given that rod of iron, so they could rule over these nations in righteousness, no one's going to step in our way and try to stop us when we're beating down these Edomites for all the wickedness and iniquity that they have committed. You best believe that these Edomites are not going to get away scot-free for all the abominable, blasphemous things that they have been doing in their small time of rulership on the earth. And in verse 7 it says, when this is happening, it says, "The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us." And that's actually going to happen when Esau Edom is finally taken out of power, because right now he's just able to cut down all these trees. He's able to take out all these oysters out of the ocean. He's able to just pollute the oceans with plastic, and none hindereth. But there's going to come a time when Yahweh is going to send his son Yahushai to return, gather his elect, and then smote them who pretty much smote the earth. And that's one of those prophecies that we're looking forward to. And with that, I'd like to give honor praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash, and Shalom Akim.